Well, hello, this is Linda Carbonell from Life School 101. I'm excited to share the show with you today. It's our rounding up show. It's the end of the season. So Mary and I are going to be talking about that, but there we have a wonderful guest, and her name is Brooke, and this is Mary Adams' youngest daughter, who's 12. Let's say hi, Brooke.
Hi.
Are you going to have a lot of fun this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do? A little bit.
I'm probably gonna hang out with my dog and go to the river.
Oh, nice. That'd be nice. You're going to take your mom with you? She's on vacation. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Brooke, well, it was really nice meeting you.
You too.
Okay, you take care now.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
What a little sweetheart. I wanted
She
to,
is.
yeah, I want her to come to Vermont so that we can play. We could have some fun.
That would be fun. We would have a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We'd have a blast.
Yep. So I guess we're talking about this past season and the new season coming up in September. So wait a minute, my microphone messed up a little bit there. I got it. So Mary, I think that the shows are going great. We've had a lot of people react to them. People are getting excited about Life School 101. I know here in Vermont we've had a lot of good reaction from people, and all over the place the viewership is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's talk a little bit about that's first season. How do you think that went for you?
It was amazing. It was, first off, it was a powerful experience because it was something completely new.
Yep.
And for those of you out there that have known me a long time, I've been doing radio and video for a long time. But doing TV is very different. It's a very different kind of structure, and also us getting the technology just right to make it all work. That was a whole process, as well as creating the platform for us to share all of this. And the response has been overwhelming. It has been absolutely amazing. And the feedback that I'm getting is that it's really helping people. And that was the goal when we decided, and you came to me and said, let's do this. That was the goal. And I am overjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm overjoyed.
I am too. And each show, and I want to make sure we thank CATV too, but each show that you and I do together, I learned so much from you and from the guest. It's like a whole new world to me. It's like my mind is open, and I'm just learning so much, and I feel as if I have an opportunity to experience and ask questions, and and just talk about some of the tools that I use in my life, which I love. I love doing that. And the guests are just so pleasant and so nice, and they talk about some of the most wonderful things, and in all this world about manifesting your happiness and being able to work energy to change things for yourself, and being aware of like self-empowering lessons. I know we had Jeff Clouds for that, and we also had Maxine Taylor, who, by the way, she's going to be coming up in one of the future shows. And poets that come, like Paul Goldman and others. I think we've had a good lineup, and I'm looking forward to Mary talking a little about what is season 2 going to look like. And what are we going to create that's just a tad bit different? And wouldn't it be great if we kind of like got a polls from people about what their feelings are and some of the topics that they'd like to talk about?
I would love that. I would love to hear from our audience and have the insight to know what is on their mind, what they like to talk about. And I do believe season 2 is going to be very different. One thing that I learned is that it wasn't just the name of a show, Life School 101. it was life school for me. Each and every guest that came onto our program gave me an education and understanding that changed me, that evolved me, that brought me to that next level of mastery that I've been looking for. And so I see season 2 as an opportunity to turn that up a notch.
Yeah.
And bring some people in. I've got some people that I'm talking to that are lined up that are very powerful speakers and authors and leaders in our community talking about transition and change. And the reason this is so important is a lot of us are looking around and saying, wow, what's happening in this world?
Yep.
And we are the change. And in order to do that, we have to learn. And so this is a perfect, loving environment to do that. And so I'm so excited, Linda. It's amazing.
I am too, and I'm looking forward to the groups, the Life 101, Life School 101 group, and the Self Empowerment group, and the Walk into Life group. Hearing more from people about some of their talents. What can they share with us too? You know, I mean, because there's people that write poetry, great poetry, or write great songs, or do special things that involve inspiration and empowerment. And so the way that the shows have gone so far, I've just been so inspired. And I know, Mary, you're one of my greatest teachers and always have been. So I want to make sure people know that Mary and I are going to try to work in season 2, work it out where we could do some master classes. Mary could teach some master classes. She has so much knowledge, and I would love to have her and I do that. And because like I said, I've learned so much from her, and I would love for you guys to get the same stuff that I've gotten. So that's something we're looking at. And more involvement from all of you in the groups. I've seen great reaction from you guys in the groups. You're talking, you're checking in, and it's just wonderful. And I just feel like you guys are helping me by being able to be vulnerable in our groups and be willing to talk about things and sharing what goes on for you. And in turn, we can create shows around that. And I think we've done a really good job at that, Mary. So I'm looking forward to you teaching some stuff, very good touch stuff too. And if anybody wants to know how to do a fairy garden, I'm the one, because I'm the fairy godmother.
You have the most beautiful fairy garden, and I'm looking forward to you doing a show about that for us, that we can really highlight that, because there are a lot of people that do those fairy gardens. It's beautiful. And I want to mention that I think what's important and very special about this show in particular is that Linda and I are coming from a place of unconditional love. We're coming from a place of non-judgment.
That's right.
We are coming from a place of openness and wanting to truly hold your hand and be a part of your process, just as you are a part of ours, as she was saying. You're sharing, whether it's being on the show or sharing in the communities or on the pages or commenting, it makes a huge difference for us because we feel connected to you. And I thank you for that, because it is the momentum and support that gets myself going to do this in the first place.
Yes. Yeah, I feel the same way too. And, seeing the amount of people that are really paying attention and commenting, and they say some of the most beautiful things. I mean, things that I've never even heard. And it's so wonderful, because everybody got that heart in them that they can share their love openly, be able to share things that they do, things that's important to them. And so I want to be a part of whatever anybody wants to, and I love the groups and I love to participate in them. I know Mary's done a lot of Facebook Lives. I did my first one today. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, so we should do more over the summer. More Facebook Lives, Mary. That would be great. Yeah. And now
we will for sure.
Yeah, and let's change gears into season number 2. So we're talking about getting some more life lesson coaches or inspirational speakers and empowerment. And what else do we see for Life School 101? I was thinking about when you do one of the master's class, I'd really like to get into like a creativity one, because if I didn't have somebody to tell me, why don't you try drawing this? Try drawing it, didn't come out good. Well, try again. So I'm looking forward to doing those kind of things. How do you create something that you think is beautiful? Such as the fairy garden or drawing, writing something, whatever it is. So between you and me, I think that would be one of the good ones to do, and to witness anybody else's that wants to share their creativity.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that I see happening, Linda, and I think this is going to expand big within the fall, is that we have a lot of different people who are authors and speakers and practitioners and nonprofits who are connecting with us daily. And when I say daily, I mean I'm getting 50, 60 emails and messages a day,
Yep.
which we're so very grateful for. And for those that, we really want to work with you. So I am currently looking at how do we take this global momentum that we are creating,
Yep.
and the love and the co-creation, and what do we do with that? So what I believe, Linda, is that you and I are going to create some really amazing and exciting platforms for people to be able to not only participate with us, but to be able to participate with teachers and speakers around the world who have so much to share. And I think that's the highest level of co-creation for this planet, because as we awaken, as we change our consciousness and we come true to what's real, and we heal, and we allow ourselves to expand and become better and smarter and more able, the world changes, not only in our communities and around the world, but right in our own homes. In the schools, in at the supermarket, you name it. And so I think that what I see happening, Linda, is this isn't just a TV show.
Yeah.
For you and I, this is a mission.
That's right. Yeah. I believe that too. I do. And I believe everybody is going to find throughout this show what their mission in life is. What is their true heart cause? What is it that they just believe in so much? And we can teach them a way to reach for that, reach for that cause, reach for that purpose, whatever it is, and it's both you and I have done that in our lifetimes. And the secret to it is just take the first step, take the first step into, yes, this is what I want to do. And I have an idea of what I want to do, and now I just got to create how I'm going to do it, and it will work. You just have to have patience with yourself. Like they said, Rome wasn't built in a day, but when the stuff comes throwing through you, and you write it all down, you're getting more excited about it. This is when the opportunity comes, and it happens. And it grows. So it's not that it becomes way up here at first. It starts down here, and then it builds and builds and builds and builds. That's what happened to me with Walking Through Life TV show, and now this one. So, that's where I want to encourage people, is to notice and to take notice and to really put the footwork in. And I think
I agree.
Yeah.
And something that I want to mention is that, and there is a world of possibilities just with Google. I call Google University.
Yeah.
And I Google everything. I Google what's going on in my life. I'll read 10 or 15 articles on that topic.
Yep.
Because I'm in awareness and consciousness, I can have truth about what's going on. I go, wow, look what I'm doing. I got a thing going on here. Well, here, let's Google it and let's find what the fix is that works for me, or the adjustment, or turn the volume down, or turn the volume up, or jump in or jump out, whatever it is that needs to be done. And so, I think that this show and our mission fits in with that, there are going to be times where people are looking at this YouTube archive probably right now who typed in Google.
Yeah.
And we're offering a part of that opportunity for change. That's such powerful stuff.
Oh, I know it.
It's amazing.
I know a lot of people have a fear of stepping over their comfort zone, but I got to tell you, the day that you're able to do that, to step over that fear, will be the greatest day of your life. It will be, because you would have conquered whatever that fear was, you know. And I have personally done that in my life, and I mean, you know, it's like having agoraphobia and being able to get onto a bus and going to the plazas and then back home. And it's like I celebrated so much. I couldn't believe I did it. And then my friends wanted to take me out to dinner. So again, I got on the bus and went to West Lab. You know, it was like it was easy after that. You know, it's taking that first step. It's taking that first step, you know, and it happens when it's supposed to.
Well, so I have this beautiful thing that I share with my clients, and everyone has seen pretty much the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
You know, it's a classic, and it's just like the time warp. You know, it's just a step to your left. It's just a jump to your right. And I want to say that there's a lot of times that I am very afraid, and I go and do the right thing anyways.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean it's not worth doing. And what I have learned is, you know, because a lot of people say, wow, you're so powerful. You've been through all this stuff. You've healed yourself. You've done all these things. You know, you must be just really sure of yourself. Well, I know who I am. I love myself, and I know I'm not perfect. But when those moments of fear come up, I truly evaluate. Am I in danger? No. Am I afraid because I've never done this before? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do I know what direction this is going to turn out? Nope. Does it feel like the right direction? Oh my God, it does. It's absolutely what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's the momentum. That's the power
Yeah.
that you walk through the fear, and you do become fearless, because after time, when you go, you know what? I'm better than this. I want to do this in my life. I'm going to go back to school, or I'm going to change this relationship, or I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And you do it. It feels so good. And I want to share a story with everybody, but I'll wait a minute because I want to talk about that first, Linda.
Yep.
You know, because you've experienced that.
Yeah, it's I mean, you know, it's like I built up this fear so many years. I'd hear all these voices about what people say about me. I'd be ashamed, or I wouldn't want to go out and have anybody see me so they could make fun of me or whatever. And what I found out is what other people think about me is none of my business, because it's what they think. It's their thoughts, not mine. You know, it's their thoughts, not mine. I'm somebody now that I make my own self happy. I don't judge myself. I try to be authentic of myself. And if that means playing with teddy bears at night, if that means going out and playing in the fairy garden with the kids, which I absolutely adore and love, then that's me, and that's okay. That's okay, you know? And so the moment that I stopped putting pressure on myself of what other people thought or how other people judged me, and really got to know myself, and I am the only one that I need to answer to, is my own self. And I liked it when I watched Shirley MacLaine's movie Out on a Limb. And in one of those sections there, her guide had told her to say, I am God. And she did it kind of sillily first. And then all of a sudden he kept saying for her to say it, and she kept saying it and say it and say it until finally she believed it, you know? And it's the power of doing things like that, repeating, doing things over and over and over, you know, till they just become a normal everyday thing, you know? And I mean, I journal all the time, and I love it. I love to journal because the paper doesn't talk back anyway, you know? You can write anything that doesn't talk back to you, you know? But I fell in love with myself, and I can honestly say that. I remember going around saying to everybody, I love myself, and they would kind of look at me kind of strange, you know? But I didn't care because I knew I loved myself, and that was the truth, you know? So I think allowing ourselves to be who we really are and to get the negative out there, you know? Think about people that say bad things or do bad things to you as that is them. That they own that. whereas we own our own truth, you know, and we don't have to feel bad about anything we do, ever. And that would be my greatest lesson I think I've learned in life. And Mary, you had a lot to do with that for me. You did. You and I have talked several times.
Thank you.
And your inspiration just, that's why I wanted to do this with you. You're my heart.
Thank you. It means so much to me.
So I want to share you with everybody else too, see? I want to share you. I want to share so many different people with everybody, you know, and you get what you get. You get what you want. Leave the rest, you know? That's what I think anyway. So
That's right.
I think we're going to have such a wonderful season 2. And I think we should make it a mission to get Chico to be a guest. Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Chico definitely needs to be a guest because he's such a big part of this show. Without Chico, there is no show. And what a lot of you out there don't know is that just to prepare for this show, just to be able to make this happen, it's a lot of hard work from Chico.
Yeah.
We are setting up at least 25 minutes beforehand and visiting and getting the lighting right and getting the sound right. And I can't thank you enough. And all of the staff at CATV 810. The fact that we even get to do this show and share this message is because of them.
Yeah.
And I can't thank them enough. I can't wait to help and promote and create more abundance for them in the future. That's something we're hopefully going to be focusing on in the fall as well.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I want to make sure that everybody knows that just check out CATV's website. I mean, it's a great website. They got videos, they got all kinds of things available for you to look at and take advantage of. So I want to make sure I give you the website. The website is catv8.org. And on there, too, they have a bunch of different shows, like this one called Dog Tales, that they have dogs coming in, and whoever owns the dog gets to talk about the dog. It's great, and they have so many other things like that. Like Video Camp is going to be going on here pretty soon. And I know that if you like CATV, when you go to their website, they do have a donate button if you choose to do that. But I would say to you is to get to know CATV, the community, and what their purpose is, and you know, you could make a difference by getting to know them, to watch their videos on demand. They do government meetings. They do a little bit of everything. Most of all, I'm impressed with the work that the studio does, where we can create all this. This is wonderful. You know what I mean? We can ask questions. We can, I mean, you know, I wouldn't have learned how to edit shows or produce shows without CATV. So I really wanted to thank them too, just as you do, Mary. And I want to make sure everybody checks out their website, catv8.org. So Mary, so we have to take a break during the summer, but that does not mean we don't have new shows, does it? They've already been scheduled.
No, we have been very, very busy women, and we have been I have done 4 shows in the last week, which has been amazing, so that we have a lot of brand new shows for everybody.
Yeah.
And we've got some incredible guests set up. We've got Carrie Hummingbird,
Yes.
who's going to talk about skills, not pills, and we have a very powerful conversation about that. I know Maxine Taylor is coming back.
Yep.
Go ahead and tell people about a few of the others.
Well, there's Audrey Mabry. I just finished her up, so she's going to be showing this week. Well, let's see. Okay, so now it's the very end of July, so we can say that she's coming on the 1st of July. She's going to be right in there, and then there's going to be Carrie, and then I know there's going to be like the Turning Point, and we've got your friend Penny, and we've got so many more, and it's like we've had all these guests in, you know, Brian Bowles and Jeff Cloud and Maxine Taylor and everybody else that's been on here. I encourage everybody to go and check them out too. When they see a show they like, check out who the guest is. So I guess we're going to have to say let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll be working on season 2. But don't forget, there'll always be the live shows. We'll still be. We've got them all scheduled. They're there. They're ready. Right, Mary? So I want to say.
Absolutely. And the other thing I want to mention is that if you go to lifeschool101.tv, all of our archives are there. You can find out more information about all of our guests. Many of our guests are going to be coming back over time. So each guest is going to have their own page and their own presence where you can find out more. And the other piece is that Linda and I, because we are talking about these classes, doing the Facebook Lives, doing meetups, there's going to be a lot more opportunity for interaction and for you to get to connect with some of these people that we're interviewing. So that's going to be an amazing aspect of what's going on our website and on Facebook. Linda and I definitely have a goal. We want to be connected with you, and we want to keep growing that connection over and over again. So we are personally talking about events. We're talking about doing things in other cities. We're talking about doing appearances on other TV and radio stations so that we can spread this mission and message of love. The TV show for me, it's a container to help me process what I do out in the world, and it's great. But it's one piece, just like for Linda. So we're really excited about expanding that out.
Yeah.
And seeing what happens. The mystery of not knowing, of infinite possibilities, Linda.
That's
what really excites me.
Right. Well, I would like to close out the show, but, I mean, for me, and then I want you to, too. But my message to everybody out there is I love doing this show. And I love every single one of you out there. And I know that's kind of like you're saying, really? Not that way. I love you unconditionally, in spirit and in mind. And I do have one gift for you. I love you all. Mary?
And Linda, I can't thank you enough for inviting me to come do this show with you, to inviting me into the CATV8 family, for getting to work with Chico, for getting to know all the guests, for getting to know Donna. I am so passionate about this. This is not just something I do. This is so important to me, and I'm excited to see how I can serve even further in this community. And Linda, you are one of my best friends in the world.
Oh, thank you.
I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. And this journey with you has been amazing and beautiful and such an incredible co-creation. And it came right at the right time in my life when I needed it. Not in I needed something to do, but I didn't know I needed it.
Yeah.
But it showed up.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the best.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Mary, I know I'm going to talk to you on a weekly basis, even more or whatever, during the summer and everything. And I know we have many, many more lessons to learn among ourselves. And I want to encourage everybody out there to also take a moment and breathe and get to know yourself and something you really, really want and you want to do. Yes. Anyway, so check out our website. I mean, yeah. But Mary, can you give that information again?
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, everybody, for watching. And you can find us at lifeschool101.tv. You can find us on our Facebook page. And you can also find us on YouTube. And I just want to say to everybody, my closing statement is make this the summer of self-love. Make this the time where you take the time to nurture and love and relax and enjoy all the fruits of summer.
My little girl, well, she means everything to me. She can lift me up, take me down. She can see inside of me, and I'm all rolled up in inside her little arms tonight. There's no other place I'd